Hey everyone, it's Bob Perkins bringing you another Monday Morning Sales Minute with the Inside Sales Studio. I'm here today with Tito Bohrt, who's the CEO of AltiSales. Tito, good to have you today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Bob.
We saw Tito in Atlanta. He spoke there. He did a great job. And we have a real prospecting expert. That's what his firm does. He's going to share 3 tips over the next 3 Mondays all around the prospecting call. And for the first week, he's going to share some ideas about getting past that receptionist. So, Tito, all yours.
Thank you, Bob. So one thing to set the stage here is to clarify that there's 2 different ways to think about it. One is what happens when you reach an executive assistant at a big company where this person works directly under just one C-level exec, or maybe 2 or 3 C-level execs. And the other type of receptionist, which we're going to cover today, is what happens when you call an SMB type of like law firm or accounting firm, and it's just the person who picks up the phone and has maybe 15 or 20 different people that might be working as co-owners or partners of a bigger firm. So to set the stage also, we're going to be covering the SMB aspect, 15, 20 per person. It's a law firm, let's say. What you got to understand first is the interaction that happens inside that office, which is everybody's telling the receptionist that if their friends call them or if their clients call them, get them through. But if a salesperson calls, don't get them through, stop them. And therefore, the biggest tip is to sound like a friend without ever saying you're a friend. So, for example, you call a law firm and they're like, hello, Johnson LLP. This is Cindy. How can I help you? The way to react to that is say, hey, Cindy, this is Mike. I'm calling for John.
I like it.
Is he in? Right? And the reason you say, hey, Cindy, and you state your name is because their usual first question is going to be, sure, who's calling? By saying your name up front, you kind of like break the pattern. She can no longer say who's calling. And because you've treated yourself and the other person just by their first name, you sound very familiar and friendly. So that has the highest success rate in getting past that receptionist and then through to the other person. It's not always going to work, but it is going to work more times than any other approach.
I like it. Just, casual, familiar, a great approach. Even, anybody you're calling or whatever you're calling for to sound less formal, more familiar, friendly. I like it. Great. So that's a good tip. People that are listening right now can put that to use right away. Next week, what are you going to talk about?
Next week we're going to be talking about voicemails. So stay tuned. That's going to be fun.
A lot of people aren't picking up their phones today. And if you choose to leave a voicemail, tune in next week to hear some best practices. Tito, thanks so much, everyone. Until next week, good selling. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Bob.